Did human error create the H1N1 strain that's made over 5,000 people sick? The World Health Organization now probing claims by an Australian researcher that the new strain evolved in eggs that scientists use to grow pathogens to create new vaccines. Dr. Andrew Gibbs is the scientist in question. His near four-decade career in virology included research that led to the invention of the antiviral Tamiflu. Professor Gibbs joins us from Canberra in the Australian Capital Territory today. Dr. Gibbs, good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us. You mean that this was a man-made scenario and had nothing to do with swine, had nothing to do with the pigs?
No, not quite right. It is one of the possible causes of it, but there are lots of other possibilities. But one of them that I believe should be considered is just what you've outlined.
And how did you come to this conclusion? Where did this come from? In no immunologist's wildest dreams would this have come out. And the World Health Organization is now, I guess, in contact with you and wants some evidence and wants to discuss this and is probing this whole postulate.
Well, I'm not. I haven't worked all my life on influenza. I'm interested in how viruses evolve. So when, about a fortnight ago, some of the first sequences of this new outbreak appeared on the international sequence databases and available for me to use, I downloaded them, discussed them with colleagues, and we started having a look at them to see whether or not we could add to comments being made by others about where they came from. And so for the last fortnight, we've been busy working at these flus and trying to work out how they might have arrived. And what we do is we take the sequences of the genes and then we compare them with one another. And for example, you can work out how close any two gene sequences are by just counting the number of differences between them. And so then, having counted those differences in different ways, you can then present the relationships between all of these flus, as it were, in three-dimensional space, like a sort of bush, and you can see what's going on. And the thing which we've got out of this is that the first reports on what was going on, we confirm exactly. Namely, this is a new flu. It's only just recently emerged. But you may know that flu has 8 genes. And it turns out that 6 of those genes came from viruses that were almost certainly very closely related to other viruses found in pigs in North America, whereas 2 of its genes came from swine viruses found in Eurasia that hadn't previously been found else other than in Eurasia, certainly not in North America. So that was the first thing which we confirmed what other people were showing. But then we went on and had a look at them in more detail, because what we noticed was that each one of those 8 genes, instead of just evolving at roughly the same sort of rate as all the genes related to it, they had actually speeded up at some time in the past before we got them. So that you can imagine a sort of cluster of stars, and some stars are much further out, so that as these viruses are expanding through evolutionary space, some of them have gone further than the others.